Hey everybody, good Wednesday morning, top of the morning to you. Eddie Williams Sellers coming to you from East Point, Georgia this morning. Me and my daughter Heather went for the first time together yesterday over at Great Clips, and we both got us a haircut. Heather usually pays like $200 to go get her hair cut whenever she does. She went with me yesterday, and I paid for it. I think it was like $20 to get her hair cut. I don't think she'd ever got just a plain little haircut like that. But anyhow, we're planning on, for the first time in our life as father and daughter that I can think of, we're planning on this weekend doing a father-daughter trip, just the two of us. She's going to go to St. Simon's with me. Jim Swilley's having a meditation weekend, and the last one a few months ago at Jekyll, I didn't get to go, and Ava's busy off doing something all this weekend, and she was last weekend. Well, y'all, I can't plan my life around Ava. I still got to go live and be free and do things I want to do. I can't wait on her all the time. But anyhow, I mentioned to Heather that I said, you want to go with me? I got a room with 2 queen beds in it right there in the little town of St. Simon. She said, yeah, I'll go with you. And then we was getting her hair cut yesterday, and she's like, you don't think we'll get down there and try to kill each other, do you? And we both laugh because we know the truth. Like y'all don't have a one child that y'all kind of have thing. Heather said the other night, she said, I think me and Daddy might have been married in a former life to each other, and we tried to kill each other because she and I have always had a real combative relationship. I'm like, oh, shut the hell up. She's like, kiss my ass. Just real combative with each other. But we deeply love each other. And I told her, I said, you can't get down there and act crazy. I said, because I'll stop in not Valdosta. I said, I'll stop somewhere along the highway. I said, I'll put you out. You find your own way back home. You get down there and start arguing with me. And, but anyhow, she's going to go to the meditation weekend on St. Simon's this weekend. I think we're going to drive down Friday. And it's just be kind of a different getaway, just me and Heather spending a weekend together. Good Lord, eating tacos and whatever dads and daughters do in adult years. Anyway, y'all, the Morning Post this morning, maybe the season of late night is over, but that doesn't mean that 2 things could be true at the same time. That CBS could be getting away from a revenue loser and bowing to Trump at the same time. I never watch Colbert, but I feel like I do. I'm in bed by 10 most nights. But I see clips of his show, and I love Stephen Colbert, and I love the Ed Sullivan Theater. Jill and I went to a taping back a couple of years ago, just had a fun afternoon watching them. I watch him with clips on my phone, so does most other people. Times have changed. Everything has changed. Entertainment has changed. Will there still be movie theaters in 20 years from now? Hard to believe, but at one time, people would load up all their kids in a car and go sit in a car and watch movies. Now, there's still the old Starlight Drive-In over here on Moreland Avenue. I don't know if they still show movies or not, but there's still an old drive-in over there. I stepped outside of a cool house this morning into the warmth of a muggy, damp, humid morning. It feels warm and good coming out of the house this morning. It feels good sitting out here. We got our walk-in yesterday evening. On the way back, we got caught in a downpour. Just poured down. We were drenched. Nothing we could do but just keep walking. Sometimes when you get caught in it, y'all, you just kind of have to keep walking and walk on out of it. Ava was dancing around in the street like a little kid. I was cold. I noticed I get cold lately. Does everybody have a podcast now? I love clips of Amy Poehler's podcast. I just find her laughter and I love Amy. Just love her. Love the way she does her podcast. Sometimes people will comment on one of my videos, oh, I love your podcast. To which I think, do I have a podcast? I don't think of what I do as a podcast. Maybe, I don't know. Young people are not tuning in to late night. Maybe the reason TikTok is so popular is because our attention span now is about 60 seconds. Well, in the case of TikTok, they say the average person watches a TikTok 10 seconds. We got that finger flipping right on through it. I'm not listening to all that. TV has shifted. Politics has shifted. Religions have all seemed to have shifted. Climate has shifted. It just seems like everything about the world, about life, is shifted. Gone forever are the days of Johnny Carson. Am I really any different today than that little boy version of myself from 60 years ago? I think I am that same little boy. It does seem like that I lost him a few times over my life, forgot that he was still back there somewhere. But then I would remember him and go back and find him. And he was always there, waiting for me. He and I are soulmates now. I love the former youthful version of me. We learned about this life, walking through this life together. I used to think my brother, James, or my mama would be waiting for me when my time came to cross over. But maybe it will be the best version of me waiting for me when my time comes to head home. That 12-year-old me that was so innocent and trusting and kind and caring for everybody. Maybe that will be the joy waiting for me at the end of this rainbow, greeting me with his cute little self as I cross over. Wouldn't be something to just kind of see yourself and say, oh, now we're back together again. Yeah, I know that's kind of a weird way of thinking, but yeah. Good Wednesday morning, everybody. We will look around one day and everything will have changed. Nothing stays the same. We are in a part of history where great change is happening every day all around the world. And we just keep changing right along with it. It would seem a waste to go through life and not change. Good morning, everybody. Love y'all. So if y'all see a lady standing on the side of the road that's been put out this weekend from coming back from St. Simon, it's my daughter Heather. I told her, you can't get down there. I'll put you out on the side of the road. She's like, Daddy, I think we was married in a former life. We tried to kill each other before. As we just giggle and act silly about it, going to Great Clips, the total for both of our haircuts was $38, and I left a $20 tip, which was $58. She got a haircut, and I got a haircut. Here we are heading to St. Simon's for a meditation weekend. Go down there and find us some New Age God and walk with Jesus at the same time. It's life, isn't it? Love y'all.